Hello, babies. This is Tamika. What is going on? We are going to do a reading. So we're going to do something different. This is my first time doing this. So this is, we're like both virgins to this. A virgin, or someone's virginity could be significant. But the cards we're using are Icebreaker, Starter Pack, Best Self. My friend works with social services, so she had these cards when she was working with different clients. She gave me actually a whole bunch of cards, and these I don't really know. I picked one up, and I think this is more like to talk about oneself. My hands are so dry. I think, yeah, it's like to get to know the clients, because she worked with people who had disabilities, like neurological. So get that and see. So she stopped doing that, and she's still in that field, but she doesn't need these cards. So she gave me a bunch of cards, and these are like color coded. So I kind of wanted to break them up a little bit and see like if we can get a reading out of it. I've been doing different things in terms of readings. Let me see if I do it this way. To see a no fee. I bent you up. I'm sorry. What card was that? It's two of them. If you could write a book, what would it be about? And if you could instantly be an expert in any subject, what would it be? Maybe you are an expert in the subject that you should be writing a book about. Oh, this one too. Would you rather win the lottery or live twice as long? I would think that people would want to win the lottery, and then they would try to use that money to live twice as long. They would get like cloned, or what is that? Cryogenic? Is that what it's called? Where they freeze your body, frozen body. Something about infertility could be significant. Freezing someone's sperm or eggs, or maybe in vitro is significant. But frozen body could be someone who's cold or emotionless. Maybe someone is about to win the lottery and living twice as long. That could be that, you're able to better take care of your health, eat things that are not necessarily healthier, because I think in the United States, healthier is like a oxymoron. But something about your health and eating better, changing your diet is significant. Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe is what is playing. It's an extended version, so it has a lot of different things going on in this. A lot of different versions. A lot of different versions of something is significant. The name Kendrick could be significant. The name Sean could be significant. Rick could be significant. Ross, corrections officer, could be significant. Weight loss. Oh, someone could like lemon pepper wings. The deal my fiesta. Wingstop could be significant. Oh, come on. All right. So this is, would you rather watch a movie at home or at the movie theater? What's the best advice you've ever received? Maybe someone received some advice from a movie. They got to talk about that movie, Home is Where the Heart Is. It's that one part that, I love the entire movie. And she's afraid of fives in that movie, because there have been a lot of things that happened to her dealing with the number 5. 5, changes could be significant. Major changes. Changes that maybe could affect someone's pockets. Would you rather watch a movie at home or go to the movie theater? At the movie theater, you're probably spending $50. I don't know. I haven't been to the movies in a while. But someone's advice could be like, look, you can't live the way you were living before because your budget is not the same. Maybe you should not go to the movies this time. I know you're like a busybody. You like to be out with the, folks and shit. But, yo, how about this? How about we invite the folks over, tell everybody to bring a little dish so it's not coming all out of your pocket, and we can all enjoy a movie night at your house at home. So just giving someone different alternatives to what they are used to because their budget is now smaller than it was before. What's up, baby? The cat is in here with us. Have you had your 15 minutes of fame yet? Interesting. Someone is about to go viral? I'm trying to detonate you. Something is about to blow up. This song is Wale, Lotus Flower Bomb. Yeah, Lotus Flower Bomb. Miguel could also be significant, the name. Oh, this is about the movie Poetic Justice. Okay. So, all those things could be significant. Janet, the name Jackson. Something about justice. Her name was Justice. Could be justice, like someone is getting justice. Or it could be about a partnership, some type of fairness. A Libra could be significant. Chi-town. So Chicago could be significant. Cold. Someone could be cold to someone, or someone comes from a cold environment, a place where there's not a lot of love, a lot of affection. This could also be a place that is seen as volatile. So maybe someone is seen as a volatile individual, or they have volatile relationships with people. So we have, what other names? Regina King. Joe Torre. Tupac. What was his name there? Lucky. Someone could be very lucky. Something about a road trip or a mail carrier is significant. Someone's getting some bad news in the mail, possibly. Someone can have locks. Someone can have really short hair. Really short, nice hair. It's like the style is really dope. It's like really, I don't know, it fits this person's face very well. Someone could be very thin. He said 8 cups in this song, so little boobies could be significant. So, okay. So 15 minutes of fame. Someone could be going viral. What is this? What's the wildest party you've ever been to? Your movie party. It's a wild party. Oh, okay. 15 minutes of fame with the wildest party. So something could have happened at some type of event where, well, it could have been a really good time, or it could have been, very eventful that it turned into something that was viral. Like, it sounds really wild, though. 15 minutes of fame. Like, it could be that you went to a party and you were rubbing elbows with, like, celebrities or something. Someone of some high tier. They're in a higher tier. Maybe a higher tax bracket is significant. This could be like, it gives like white parties or freak offs. The wildest in the 15 minutes of fame. Yeah. So something about, maybe someone used to party a lot. The wildest party. I mean, the wildest would imply that you've gone to wild parties. Like, all the parties you go to are wild. And I think of wild, I don't know, I think of extra. when I say I'm going to a party, I'm like, yo, that shit was dope as shit. Or, no, I had a really good time. That shit was like fire, maybe, but wild. Just like, you think of the jungle and lions and tigers and bears, snakes and shit. This could be even like a party that is in an area that is unsafe. How did you meet your best? How you met your best friend at a wild party? Or maybe a wild time in your life. Let's get a card for each of these and see what we get. This is cute. So, you met your best friend at a wild party or a wild time in your life. The wildest party. Like, life could be a party, right? So if we think about life as a party, and parties could mean different weekends in your life, or different months, years, maybe even chapters if we put it down as these parties are like stories. So if you have different parties, wildest party, the wildest time in your life, or when things felt the wildest, is when you met someone that turned out to be your best friend. 15 minutes of fame. And that's like right in the middle. And it says, have you had it yet? So it could be something that hasn't happened. Maybe the best advice you've ever received is from a best friend. Maybe someone became friends with someone and started to, like, the person that they became best friends with was like living life on the edge, you know, doing wild parties, maybe not living by their budget, just spending beyond their means. And someone's best friend, someone they became best friends with, came in and said, hey, oh my God, maybe someone's best friend is their 15 minutes of fame. Maybe this is the end of a friendship. Or this could be end of like a honeymoon period. So someone's best friend came in and was like, hey, we're both, you know, in the wildest times of our life, but look at this here. You're always complaining about your budget. Maybe you should try to stay home a little more. Like, we can do things that don't include spending so much money. And hey, I know we met in the wildest time of our life, but that's 15 minutes of fame that we don't even want anymore. Maybe that's the time when we were out there hoeing, or, you know, I don't know, popping pills, drinking, I don't know. Oh, the name of the song that's up now was Poetic Justice. The movie Poetic Justice is very significant. And this song is featuring Drake. Drake and Kendrick Lamar don't like each other. And they just had a, you know, rap battle, tit-a-tay type thing. And Drake is a sore loser, something about a sore loser. And I get it. It's so funny. I was just talking about him yesterday with that husband. Because I've been walking around the house talking about, what did I miss? What did I miss? So something about a friend who is not a friend is significant. Someone's 15 minutes of fame or up in terms of, you know, the importance they have in someone's life. This could also be someone having memories of, like, maybe the wildest times, or there was someone's best times with someone. Like, this time that I spent with this person felt like some of the best times of my life. This could be with parties and movie theaters out here. There's a lot of, like, outings with someone, spending time doing things. Maybe even, like, just look at them on meeting family and shit. I looked up and saw Poetic Justice. It made me think about the movie. Tupac and Janet Jackson were traveling on their way to see his cousin. His cousin just happened to get unalived before they got there. So something about that is significant. So we said we're going to get cards, right? Oh, let's do the Truth Oracle. And I think that'd be cute. I think it will. We'll see. As I looked at the question, I was like, how is that card going to answer? Would you rather watch a movie at home or at the movie theater? But shit. It's just for fun, right? We don't know what we're doing with these. This could become a thing, maybe not. But it's something different. Not fun or entertainment, just something different. I mean, it could be fun because I'm funny. See, look. Would you rather watch a movie at home or at the movie theater? Someone has to pay their lawyer or they have to pay fines. Someone could be paying off a judge. Crown, owner, master, top level. Somebody was used to being able to do a lot of things, move about the way they would move, but they can't anymore because of something happening with a court case, some type of criminal matters, civil matters. If I didn't, you could do that, right? 1630 could be significant. So in the law, it has the scales there. Justice. A Libra is significant. Someone is getting some type of fair treatment, some type of justice. Whatever justice someone is receiving, they're on like they're on the lower end of this karmic wheel. Someone is receiving justice for something they did regarding the law, whatever it is. What's the best advice you've ever received? So te que tiene novia. It has to do with a relationship, a third party, a mistress. So it makes me think best friend. You know, we met each other at the wildest time of our life. And this person comes to and it's like, all right, you're my best friend and I love you, right? And if I love you, I should be able to speak to you in a way that is, you're not going to come at my throat. Because the conversation I'm trying to have with you has everything to do with the things that I'm seeing from the outside in. This person may ask questions, may ask your advice, but ultimately, however the conversation starts or finishes, in the middle of that conversation is you talking to this person maybe you're better than that. You don't need to be a third party. You could find someone that loves you and provides you with all the things that you desire in a relationship. Maybe someone is telling someone, like, you shouldn't start something with someone else because you have unfinished finished business with someone else. Or this unfinished business, I'm in a relationship, this unfinished, we're still together, but I'm still dealing with other people. So whatever advice this was about, it had to do with someone. This could very well be a conversation you have with your friend, and your friend is like, yeah, like I had a friend that was messing around on her dude, and I liked him. He was like a really good dude. So she used me once or twice as her alibi, and I said to her, I was like, look, dude, you do what you do. You know, that's not my business. I can't tell you who you should and shouldn't be fucking. That's all you. But what I don't want is that you use me as an alibi. I don't want to be involved in any of that. I really like him. And I think he's really good for you. And she realized that after the fact. But I was like, I really like him. He's a good dude. Don't get me involved in your shenanigans. That type of conversation. Where it's not like you're preaching to the choir, but you're holding your own ground, your own standards, your own morals in terms of your own boundaries, what you will and won't tolerate. So Maybe someone just got some advice from you just in conversation, and not it being directed at them, but them just listening to you speak and listening to you talk. Look, single. Why don't you be by yourself if you're going to cheat? Why not do that? 15 minutes of fame with the law and affairs is crazy work. That sounds like a lot of drama. A lot of things that will involve fighting and acting crazy, maybe in the streets. Enough for the police to be called. 15 minutes of fame could be someone's mugshot and all that good shit from being involved in a lot of dramatic energy with someone. If you could only eat one meal every day for the rest of your life, what would it be? Oh. Would you rather be the funniest or the smartest person in the room? Those just slid down, so I'm just mentioning it. Maybe they're significant for you. But yeah, single. You don't even have to do all of that. And with the law, judge, and police, I'm more sure this has to do with some type of legal matters. But it could be watch a movie at home or at the movie theater. It almost makes me feel like, do you want to watch the news or you want to be on the news? Do you want to be the drama that everyone is talking about? 15 minute fame could be someone who recorded something and put it on YouTube. Or I only have, and I said YouTube, I have YouTube and Instagram, and I don't use Instagram anymore. Well, not much at all. And I don't do Facebook much. So YouTube is the only platform I'm on. No TikTok, no Snapchat, no whatever else you people out there using. But so yeah, somebody could have put something online. But let's get what about this 15 minutes of fame. 15 minutes of fame. Key people. Core of the problem. With a mirror reflection. So somebody is having their 15 minutes of fame, but it's not a good thing. When I see this card with key people, core of the problem with the past, P-A-S-S, not past, but past. Like something being passed on or passed to someone. This could be the people who are instrumental in who this person is. Family, friends, the community around them, the church that they went to, whatever faith-based practice they were involved in. The things that were indoctrinated into someone that allowed them to maneuver the world the way they do. But, so this 15 minutes of fame is like, say if this was a healing, this 15 minutes of fame is the spotlight being put on those core people or those key people in your life who are the core of a problem. Whatever this is, because we have law here. Law, what's the best advice you ever received? With, like, this is someone's lawyer giving someone advice, and the advice that is being given are to people who are they're the center of something. The defendant, the plaintiff, the witnesses, whoever's involved in something. This mirror reflection, something is being reflected back to someone. This would be evidence being reflected back to someone. This is someone's nature being reflected back to them. Something about the color red, someone's lips, and this tukotiama, this ribbon, this bond. Someone is speaking words about a karmic bond. Someone is reflecting on a karmic bond, and whatever it is they're speaking. The red is on the lips with this ribbon. Like someone is maybe speaking a truth. 15 minutes of fame could be someone on some type of podcast, talk show, newscasts where they're being interviewed and they're speaking their truth about the core of a problem. This could also be someone who is like on a stand speaking about this bond with key people who are core of the problem, or people who have key information. Deep thinking under the bottom. What do you remember? Chris or Brown could be significant. The name Maurice as well. Porque no sé, no fíjate. A Taurus could also be significant. Rocking your body. What's the wildest party you've ever been to? I'm afraid to look at this one. Yo, stop playing. Trash, waste, worthless, a mouse, a rat. There's a rat. The wildest party you've ever been to. Someone, no que te fíjate. This is like the bottom of the barrel type of energy. The Coldest Winter. Is that the name of that book? The Coldest Winter Ever. It's like this party doesn't end at the party. Someone's life is wild. Uninvited guest at the bottom. Surprise, accident, big change, a moment of decision. Someone is needing or wanting to change, I believe. An uninvited guest could be the police. Someone's house could get trashed. Oh my God. Someone's house could be trashed because of like a house party. It could be trashed because the police are looking for something, evidence, and they tear your shit apart. Someone's house could be trashed because that's what it looks like regularly, especially next to the core of the problem. Someone could be doing substances because of you go to the doctor and you tell the doctor you have a headache. He prescribes you a painkiller for your headache, but he doesn't look into the fact that you have something bulging in your brain somewhere that's causing the pain and is putting pressure on a nerve or something. He didn't look at the core of the problem. Why you have this headache? The core of the problem. Why do you act this way? Why do you love this way? Why do you feel this way about yourself? Why do you trash your body? Why do you trash your sacral energy? Why do you trash the love that you receive? Like, why do you receive what? Home is where the heart is. How do these people know how to find me? The people I allow into my life, how do they know how to find me? Because you treat yourself that way. It's like they smell it on you. Uninvited guest. This is the person you don't want to have a key to your heart. All right. I didn't think it was going to get like this. How did you meet your best friend? Let me shuffle. Something is going on big with regard to some type of court case. 15 minutes of fame. That's a lot of attention on someone for a certain period of time. We met when we were in the both darkest places of our life. Reflection. When your wounds reflected my wounds. When your hurts reflected my hurts. When I was in the energy of feeling trash about myself. But I did some investigating. I looked deeper into me. And because I looked deeper into me, I found out that I'm not worthless. I'm not trash. Those people that tried to make me feel that way, they are insignificant. They made me feel like trash because they too feel like trash. They don't feel important. The best advice someone could have ever received from a legal point of view could be divine advice, as above, so below. This could be all very much spiritual, where someone is receiving a divine judgment, and now they're reflecting on the shit that they've thought, they felt, they participated in. They're investigating themselves. Investigation, a law, a court case. Someone is investigating some key people. 15 minutes of fame, those people are being looked at very closely. This light bulb, this enlightenment, this aha moment. Information is significant. Evidence is significant. Evidence about an affair. Evidence about the way someone lived their life. Evidence about baggage. The back and forth. Baggage. Baggage can also be where you're giving this person, you know, gems. You're being a good friend, a support system. And you're able to do that because you started investigating yourself. You started to do things differently for yourself, and you wanted this person to also. You wanted them to elevate because you were elevating. But this person in relationships, this person doesn't resolve energies before they move on to the next. So they bring whatever parts of them that was damaged before with them, as well as the damage that they've absorbed from the person that they were with. I did say we were going to get tarot. Did I say what deck we were... Did I say what deck we were using? I did not. I did not. This is the part where, like, there's so many, and I don't know really where to go. Maybe no decks? Maybe we won't do it. Maybe we'll use... No. I want something that I don't have to do a lot of looking in, like, oh, this moon is here with this, and this is why. I just want it to be straightforward. You know what I mean? You know what? Let's use this deck. Boom. Now, I used these yesterday. I have a deck that is coming today. What's Gossip? So I will probably do a reading with that tonight or when they come. The song playing right now, I like this song. It's How to Love by Lil Wayne. 248 or 14 could be significant. 521. But it's like, it almost gives this energy here. Somebody who doesn't know how to love because they weren't loved. This girl in this video was abused as a child. And it showed in this video like two different circumstances. If like her mom had made this decision, her life would have went this way. Her mom made this decision, her life would have went this way. So maybe that is significant, someone's mom. 7-7 is significant with regard to would you rather watch a movie or someone is hard-headed and arrogant. This is the energy that doesn't go well with a judge. You can't be bigger and badder than the judge. And unfortunately, I think that some judges are very arrogant and very ego-based because they have that authority. But there are some that are pretty fair. And, like, you're just not going to disrespect them. As a person, I wouldn't want somebody being disrespectful to me either. You don't have to like me, but what you're not going to do is be disrespectful in my face. Do that shit behind my back. Because in my face is not going to warrant you the type of energy that you're looking for. Just keep it pushing. But this is someone who doesn't like to be challenged. And look, is going to experience a loss because they don't listen. Whoever this is. And they don't want to pay attention in terms of I'm going to go out here and I'm going to spend this $50 at the movie theater. And if I'm $50 short on my rent, fuck it. It's going to be what it's going to be. This is someone who may experience some type of eviction. We have 13 and 77. January, March, or April could be significant. July could also be significant. A bereavement, whatever this has to do in terms of the law, someone broke the law. It caused some type of damage to something. Bereavement, it could have caused a death. One more for law, judge, and police. An accident, danger, caution, injury. Whatever damage this person caused, it caused some type of injury. Number 16 breaks down to 7. 777 is significant. This is someone, they're finding out the origin of someone's behaviors, the malicious behaviors at that. 22 could be significant. 2277 or 22 and 777. This could have been an accident in terms of like a car accident that someone is in court for. Someone could have hit someone on a bike, or someone hit a bike. This could be a fender bender as well, because this boy got hit, but it's just his knee that got bruised up. Something about a motorcycle could also be significant. Someone could not want to take accountability for their actions with the stubbornness. Something about red hair is significant. Auburn. All right. What's the best advice you've ever received? To end something. Stop it. To end this affair. To end, like you're causing, someone is letting someone know, like you're causing harm to yourself by staying in this connection, this unfinished business, always back and forth with someone. Look, back and forth with someone who you shouldn't trust. And the person you should trust is the one you're not paying any attention to, because they're not saying the things that you want to hear. Oh, my nose just started itching. The number 8 could be significant. Oh. And 79 or 97. 61 or 16. This person who is trying to give you this advice, or has given you this advice, is a friend. Someone who's honest. Someone who you could be compatible with if your energy matched. That's why this person here, is trying to get this person to raise their vibration. Maybe you know that it's going to be a loss. The bereavement card that came up. Someone is definitely receiving a loss in court. Whatever accident someone did or danger that someone put someone in, it caused a death. This unfinished business is this unfinished court case. A Scorpio could be significant. Death, or the energy of death has come up more than once. Conflict. Oh, wow. Someone wasn't paying attention to something, or someone didn't see something. Unknown vision problems, like someone's third eye was closed, so someone was believing someone's lies. There's a conflict now. A difference, the quarrel, a difference, and I can't say that word. You know how you look at some words and it's like you can't get the pronunciation out? Cal, what are you doing? So something about not being able to get that on for yourself. Okay, there now. I wasn't even talking to you. Get that on see there. Let me finish this. I'm almost done. Noki. Don't go over there, please. All right. Let me make this quick. Conflict. Difference. What are you doing, love? Difference, conflict. Why did I say different? Difference, a conflict or a quarrel. So there's a fight over a death or over an ending. And someone is afraid. Another 8. Where do we see that 8 before? What card was that? I can't remember. But someone's afraid. And they're depressed. Because of this, they could be depressed because of a relationship ending. Your relationship, your friendship, or this relationship here in terms of this back and forth with someone. This could have been someone who was living years in this back and forth energy with someone. On and off. On and off. All right. What about the key people or the quarter problem? 40, 45 could be significant. These key people or the core of the problem tried to bribe something. Look, 52 breaks down to 7. It's more than one way to get to the same conclusion. Some people took different routes to get to something. Whatever they did, it put them in some type of danger. Be careful, Eterno. Did he leave? That little boy. But somebody tried to bribe someone in the court system. Maybe they tried to bribe a police officer. Could you bribe a lawyer? The lawyer's on your side. Or bribe a lawyer to keep information or to omit information, change information, trying to, a judge who was like in their power. Maybe that someone was like very ego-based in terms of like, say a defendant was ego-based and thought that they would be able to bribe a judge. The stubbornness. Someone doesn't see that shit is not the way they think it is. Look, compromise, agreement. Let's come to an agreement. I'm going to give you this money here. And then we're going to be good. And this is 33 with 30 here, which is a 3. So that's conflict. This is a dispute because this judge is like, you really think that so you think that's I'm the type of person I am. Whoever the person is, if it's not the judge, somebody tried to bribe somebody and it's not working out for them. This person took a risk, and this natural disaster is this, you're going to stand there and watch me burn. Somebody is burning. It's like a burning in hell type of energy. Let me turn that down because I think it just sounds so loud. Let me see what else we have for inducement. Yes. Someone could have said, this gives me that energy of, like I said before, but it wouldn't be a bribe. It could be temptation though, or persuasion. Somebody trying to tempt somebody to cause harm, an accident, causing damage, a death. Maybe trying to frighten somebody. Something to do with real estate, wealth, or some type of mega project. A mega project, 7-Eleven. Something about this 15 minutes of fame has to do with November 7th. Maybe July 7th. The key people will be known on November 7th. Or a bribe will be known on November 7th. Having to do with real estate. And it's a number 7. What the fuck? 7s and 11s. 7s and 11s are significant. What's the wildest party you've ever been to? Somebody wanted someone to accept this. It's like somebody set somebody up. Yeah, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. And it's like a whole sting or something maybe. Or something like that. Sweet dreams, satisfaction, comfort, lazy day. Someone's sleeping in their own filth. sleeping in their own shadow. Ceremony, mystery, magic. Remember I said this could be like a spiritual judgment. Someone trashed their life because of magic. Someone could have been out there doing like crazy shit. For why though? For why? A Libra could be significant. A truck driver could be significant. I just said for why. And my ex's friend would say that all the time. There's evidence of someone's wildest party, the wildest time of their life. And there's an investigation. We saw that energy earlier with the light bulb. An investigation. Someone is investigating someone's, oh my God, 52. This is 25. It breaks down to 7. What they cultivated. This is like the 7 of Pentacles, rethinking information about a third wheel. 3 people got together to do something. This unfinished business, this third party. If it's not like a intimate type of thing, a romantic, then it could be 3 people who got together to just do fuck shit. Like someone could have been involved with people who did shit that they shouldn't have been involved with. Illegal shit that got them in this jam at court. Enemy, distrust, flirt. This is distrust. And this right here said trust and honesty. The person who's trying to get you on the right path. And this person fucks with people who puts them on the... This is like the good foot person and the bad foot person. The angel and the devil. But there's evidence regarding whatever this trash, this wildest party, this time in someone's life where they were doing the most. There's evidence. And 10s, 5-5, the conflict. We talked about 5s with the home is where the heart is. Home is where the heart is. That's where the conflict starts. If this has to do with someone investigating why they're fucked up, it's because of the core people in their life. Third wheel. Anybody that got in the middle of you being an individual and living your life, trying to be an adult. The third party would be your parents minding your business, telling you you should go to school for this and not for that. You should work here and not there. You should date this person and not this person. The core people in your life were influential in making decisions. And this is someone investigating, like, what did I gain from this? What did I miss? How did you meet your best friend? When you were sick, when you were when you were, the name Will or William could be significant. When you were ill, when you were weak, when you were fragile. 35 breaks down to an 8. Depression. When you both were in this energy of lack. When you both were in this energy of not being well. Not loving yourself. Not putting enough time and attention into yourselves. You met that person when you were at your lowest. Thanks for your support. But you started to grow past that energy. You were very happy to have this person in your life, but they didn't want to change. They didn't want to grow past their current circumstances, past the current them. Tell me 1 more, 2 more. Justice. Libra is significant. Equality, neutrality, logic. You started thinking logically, reflecting on yourself, investigating yourself, exploring the shit that with captivity. How you were keeping yourself in some type of prison. Somebody is going to jail from a family. Confinement, family justice. There's justice coming to a family, or it was for a family or to a family. Somebody's going to jail because they were blind. They didn't want to see. A natural disaster. This is when you were your own worst enemy. Number 11. It's when you were manifesting in your lowest form. Or lower form, if not lowest. When you were in this energy of disappointment, isolation, craving the energy of someone else. It's like meeting someone in the part of your life. Like say you're an addict, a drug addict, and you meet someone in the trap house. Once you start recovering from that, that energy can't resonate with you because it'll drag you back down. It'll suck you back in. Crack. I don't know how hard it is to get off of crack, but it seems, from what I can tell, that it's very difficult to get off and then stay off. So if you put so much work and effort into stopping something or removing something from your life, you're not going to easily bend to the whim of that energy. You need to set boundaries so that you don't fall back into something or someone. So like you met someone at a point in your life where you were trying to survive. And once you got out of that survival mode, it's like you wanted to do different things for yourself. You were reflecting. You wanted your reflection in the mirror to reflect back something or someone that you were proud of. And I say that because not that you were out there just fucking around, but being proud of just meaning, I'll give you an example. Like I would do things for people and I would want to do them for them in terms of if somebody was in my shoes, I would want someone to help me. But there were times where I overextended myself and I put myself in a deficit because I was allowing that energy to be reserved for other people and not myself. I was my own natural disaster. I was my own worst enemy. I started putting boundaries up. Although I want to help you, I'm not going to be able to do this particular thing. Or I simply don't want to do it. I would do many things that I didn't want to do or I didn't feel like doing. And why is it bad for me not to want to do it? Because it affects someone else in a way where they don't get what they want. But what about what I want? What about what makes me happy? If I'm always worrying about someone else, who is worrying about me if I'm not doing it? So it gives that energy. All right, I get 52. Oh shit, 77. 77 is very significant. Maybe someone was born in 77. Sevens are good for or significant to freaking like jackpots. It's like it made me think of like the ticket down the slot machines. Gambling could be significant. Someone could enjoy gambling. 7 is also the divine number, the perfect number. Sunday could be significant. God's day. God did. Kai Cenat and Ray. Kai Cenat is a streamer, and he met some guy, Ray, in Tokyo at a 7-Eleven. Oh shit. He met Ray at a 7-Eleven, not in in Tokyo or Japan. Yes, in Tokyo, Japan. Ray is from Taiwan. Kai is from the United States. But they met at a 7-Eleven. They became friends. And a year later, Ray is like another really big streamer. He has his own clothing line. Kai is really big. He's worth millions. Like millions. Not just like tens. Maybe like 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. And he's a kid that came from New York. From nothing. And just within like 10 years, he's one of the most influential streamers there are. In agreement. Something about an agreement. Somebody wants someone to consider something. But they met at a 7-Eleven. Kai Cenat and Ray. Kai Cenat is Sagittarius. And Ray he's born on Halloween. So he's a Scorpio. Sagittarius and Scorpio are significant. Someone getting like a big break or being in the right place at the right time is significant. I think about me and the mister. We knew each other in college. I was like 30-something. He was 20-something. We're 8 years apart. So we were going to school as grown people. And I met him through someone we both knew. And we would see each other on campus and just talk. Whenever we had the same class in the same building and we saw each other. It wasn't so frequent that, you know, you would be like, oh, they're good friends. I guess we were, if you saw us, you would think we were good friends. But we just talked when we saw each other. We didn't have phone numbers or anything. But anyway, he graduated in May. I just happened to talk to him on the phone in June due to circumstances. And we've been together. So if someone had said to me, while when he and I were talking on campus, and somebody would have said, that is going to be your future husband. You're going to have 2 kids. You are going to be a tarot reader and a psychic medium. And I don't like to label it just as one thing. I feel like I'm everything and nothing at the same time. I don't limit myself, or I'm trying not to. But if you had told me this, I wouldn't have believed you, because that was not the trajectory of my life. I didn't know where I was going, but that wasn't even something I was thinking about. All the time that we spoke, it was never, oh, I want to get his number. I want to, fuck. It wasn't that way at all. But as soon as we talked on the phone, it was like, boom. That's your person. I'm like, how? How did that happen? But here we are 19 years later. So, I don't know why I needed to say that. Just that you never know what time will bring you. You never know what is going to happen or what the difference of a year can make. So, all right. We'll get a couple of these. We'll do what we did last time, because we're at 57:41 and I do need to make some breakfast. These I didn't shuffle at all from the last reading, so I just want to make sure that they are shuffled. A Libra is definitely significant. This reason here reminds me of Cardi B. Reason, what's that reason? So somebody wants to know something, why somebody did something. Someone could have been letting something go or cleansing their energy. Maybe that was the reason. Maybe this friend wants to know why. I want to know why. E40. E4. Crown, the root chakra. Someone's stability is in question, or someone is questioning. Oh, 4 in the root. Something about a home or someone's personal, like their being. V. An empty victory. An empty victory with someone's stability, their home, their protection. IV. Someone could be getting an IV. See, and I shuffled, didn't I? You saw me shuffle. Ivy. Someone's name could be Ivy. Vi. A Sagittarius is something is sick. Someone is sick. Someone needs to take care of themselves, self-care. This fresh start could be like, if it's an IV drip, this person is dehydrated. The IV replenishes them, puts them back to start. So now this person is a new start. This person is able to set new intentions with new energy, the root chakra. V. And IV is very significant, the letter V. This is an empty victory. This is someone, quedando fiesta, one mic. Nas is significant. Quedando fiesta. Oh, it's a low battery. All right, we gotta hurry up. The letter Y is significant. IV removes physical pain and energetic pain. The number 3. Yo, did these come out before? No, they didn't. KP, PK, PV, PIV. Someone could have HIV. Someone has questions. Yeah, the 3 and the 10, right? These look familiar. Something's going around, something significant around surrounding in Sagittarius. Something about the new moon. Someone ivy, poison ivy. But why would there be joy with poison ivy? Drew Barrymore played in Poison Ivy. She's a Pisces. A Pisces could be significant. Someone could have gotten poison ivy on a camping trip. Someone could be itchy. Maybe they have a rash or something. Think of that. You bring me joy. You bring me joy. I don't know what that means. Someone's name could be Joy. Turns grief into joy. Turns grief into joy. A Cancer. Someone could have, that's why someone has an IV drip. Turning grief into joy. Someone could be passing away from a terminal illness. And someone is coming to like uplift their spirits with this joy energy. The person's name could start with a Y or a K, P or V maybe. PK. Pike. P-I-K-E. Something about like the pike, the turnpike is the first thing that comes to me. 3 IVs. 3 IV. I don't know. What else do we have? I'm gonna have to go because my battery's dying. Something success, vitality. So something is a success. Someone goes, whatever they go to the hospital for in terms of this IV drip, they're going to feel better afterwards. 777. 777 is significant. November 7th is significant. Release all more fear. And then we had, what was that? I thought I put that down. Removes physical, turns grief to joy. Liberates you of fear and guilt. This fear has to do with something from someone's core. Maybe leaving. Someone could feel guilty about, like, maybe turning their back on a person in their family and they're going through something really traumatic. The letter R is significant. A QR code. The crown, from the root to the crown, from the crown to the root. Something about an all-over cleanse is significant. Chakra cleanse. I couldn't get that out. Thank you. Someone's thankful for someone, a guardian or someone who takes care of them, who's making sure that someone is replenished. Almost like, let's say, like an energy vampire. Someone was involved with an energy vampire who was sucking the blood out of them. So now this person had to go to some type of facility to get like a transplant so they can get more blood pumped into their system. So while they're in that state, that weakened state, and they're not able to really move, there's someone there taking care of them, Could be like a spirit guide. But there's like an energy there, making sure they're good, making sure they get the sustenance that they need. Something could be significant about a driver, a drunk driver. A drunk driver. Yeah, D-R-I-V-E, and then we have the R. Maybe a truck driver, a drunk truck driver is significant. T-R. The K is here. Vermont could be significant. Georgia, I see T-I here. Oh, it. Let me say this real quick. Because the IT here is like a real life clown, a real life fool, or real life. I watched the recap of the first episode of Dairy, and it showed that, I don't know if he was I don't know. There was a baby. What did it say the name of this show was? Woman gives birth to a baby addicted to eating little children. So I don't know what that means, but stuff that could be significant is 104, 1 hour is significant, 9/11 is significant, 20, today's date, 10/27 is significant, 1962, April is significant. Someone could be in the military, KP, that's what made me think of military. Something about a skin face, or wearing someone else's face or someone else's skin. Something is significant about the first grade and childhood friends. Someone just wants to live a normal life. Maybe just be done with sickness or illness, be done with fear and grief. The all over cleansing from the crown to the root. Someone sneaking into the movies. A pregnancy that is unusual. Someone could have had some type of complications. A hitchhiker, bullying, and a father's death is significant. Portland, North America, and Korea could be significant. The names Cal, Calvin, Ronnie, Ronald, Maddie, Matt, Matthew, Hanlon, Paulie, Russo, Teddy or Ted, Theodore, Phil or Philip, Lizzie, Elizabeth, Marge, Marjorie are significant. All right. So, yeah, because I saw it here. And the only yellow here is this. Something about a road is significant. Or a doctor, a DR. Yeah, a doctor. Dr. W, Dr. Williams, Dr. Willie, I don't know. Dr. Willie, pause. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Dr. Willie. Okay, yeah. All right, so I'm going to go. Thank you for watching. I love you so very much. June 4th, 2002 could be significant, or just June 4th, or 2002, or June, or the 4, or the 2002. I don't know. Someone cries on, so somebody's crying over somebody. All right, I gotta go. I love you. Thank you for watching. If this resonates, I don't know. I don't want to say I hope it resonates. 1988 could be significant too. I don't want to say I hope it resonates because some of these are not like the best readings. But if you're in the higher vibration, then, well, you know what? Everybody wins. Especially if you could take what you hear and learn from it, or heal from it, or recognize your own behaviors in something and kind of like want to do some type of adjusting. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. I will see you again on another video. Bye.